Tonight on Tom's River Schools Today, we will take a look at your upcoming weather.
And as always, we'll be taking a look at some of the events from around the school district. Tom's River Schools Today starts in 2 minutes.
The awful names at the stick. You're never gonna fit in much, kid. But if you're troubled and hurt, what you got under your shirt will make them pay for the things that they did.
Hello and welcome to Tom's River Schools Today for Thursday, December 5th, 2019. I'm Luke Bedford.
And I'm Vincent Furlow. Later on tonight, we will take a look at your upcoming weather, and we will take a look at one company that went a little more for one man.
But first up tonight, we take a look at our elementary schools in our elementary happenings segment.
Starting off our elementary happenings, check in with your main office for the times and days of your upcoming school plays.
Let's take a look at today's random fact of the day.
Hear the drums echoing tonight, and she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say,
What started out as love at first sight has turned to a relationship that will last forever.
Lisa and Dan Summers of Auburn first met through eHarmony.
They actually reached out to me and they're like, you need to go on this date. And I hadn't gotten that with anybody else. And they're like, your compatibility is extremely high.
Little did they know how deep that compatibility went. In his 30s, Dan found out from doctors he had a kidney issue due to a gout attack in his 20s.
I knew about 10 years ago that there was going to be some trouble sometime in the future, and they thought it was going to be when I was in my 50s or 60s, and it ended up hitting last year.
He went on dialysis and needed a kidney donor. Lisa was tested and it turned out she was a match. Doctors told them the odds of that were 1 in 100,000.
It's like being next to a stranger on a train, matching them, and then also falling in love on top of it, There was this sense that it was going to work.
Certificate of merit Lisa does, for being an awesome person.
The kidney transplant was completed successfully at UCF Medical Center August 22nd, and life is now back to normal, but with a new appreciation for every moment together and with their son Jasper.
Being able to see him in front of me just holding my son's hand, or when he lifts him, or those fun moments, it's like there's an extra appreciation to it that my son gets to have his father growing up, you know.
And they have a message for anyone who might consider giving the great gift of a kidney.
There's a shortage of donors that are out there right now, and there's a number of people that are in kidney failure, and dialysis is not a fun thing. On a live donor, they can get 10 to 20, sometimes 30 years if the match is really good.
We were pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Best thing I ever did was sign up for eHarmony.
There you go.
Changed my life completely.
And yours.
Mine too, yeah. Kept me alive.
The roads can be dangerous during winter weather, but just getting cars free from snow and ice is also risky. Massachusetts officials have people digging out. Several people were injured by snowblowers in recent days. Chris Anderson reports on one. I'm done.
At the time.
David Jocelyn, seen here in the gray sweatshirt, admits it was a bad idea to reach his hand into the chute of his snowblower.
Sucked it right in, right up to my elbow.
Lawrence firefighters freeing him by taking the snowblower apart.
And anytime we can help, any one of our citizens and stuff like that, it's always a good thing.
But even after Jocelyn went to the hospital, the firefighters stuck around, shoveling out his wife's car so she could meet him at the emergency room.
We have shovels in the front of the truck. Usually we go around shoveling hydrants anyways. We had our own shovels and we just shoveled it up.
The firefighters shoveling the whole driveway and putting the snowblower back together.
Spur of the moment, everyone in the department pretty much, if they're out and about and can lend a helping hand, they tend to do so.
Jocelyn arrived home with stitches in 2 fingers.
They went above and beyond what they had to do.
He and his wife dropped off donuts at the fire station to say thank you.
I couldn't ask for a better group of guys. They didn't even have to do that. Once they got my hand out, they could have just said, okay, put him in the ambulance and take him to the hospital.
It's now time for us to take a look at the dictionary.com's word of the day. Today's word is spoonerism, meaning the transportation of initial or other sounds of words, usually by accident, as in a blushing crow for a crushing blow. And now for today's sentence. No, the spoonerism is one word nightmare of many, or a bad case of word flu.
Now we are going to take a short break. But coming up, we take a look at our intermediate happenings.
And we also take a look at your weather. So stick around, we'll be right back.
When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide, where I stop and I turn and I go for a ride, till I get to the bottom and I see you again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you want me to love you? I'm coming down fast, but I'm miles above you. Tell me, come on, tell me the answer. Well, you may be a lover, but you ain't no dancer. Look out, helter skeleton, helter skeleton, helter skeleton. Will you want me to make you? I'm coming down fast, but don't let me break you.
Hello? Ken, I'm busy right now.
That's the way we get by, the way we get by. All that's the way we get by, the way we get by. That's the way we get by, the way we get by, the way. That's the way we get by. That's the way we get by. We found a new kind of dance in a magazine. Try it out, it's like nothing you ever seen. Your sweet talk like a cop.
Starting off intermediate happenings. At Intermediate North School, apparel is available and on display in front of the entrance of the building. Order forms are available in the main office of the school.
It is now time for our environmental tip of the day. Each day we will bring a tip that will help you save the environment. Let's take a look at today's tip.
Brew Certified Coffee, a USDA certified organic label, means it was grown using sustainable standards.
After that, we're going back there. Oh.
Every day on this show, we will be bringing you a tip of the day, so stay tuned tomorrow as we give you another tip to help save the environment.
Someone recorded a waiter singing happy birthday to twin girls, and it's been viewed nearly 100,000 times. Caitlin Knapp sat down with Alfonso Nicholas to learn more about his passion for singing.
You never know what impact you had for that person that day. You don't know what kind of day they were having.
Every year, we celebrate the day we came into this world. Many are treated to a night out and your typical rendition of happy birthday.
Oh, I got the cheesecake for you. I like that.
But at this Olive Garden,
Happy birthday, dear Helen Ella.
you'll find Alfonso Nichols. His angelic pipes went viral.
One of the servers walked up to me and she said, "Hey, your video has about 50,000 views on it." And I was like, "What? Like, what do you mean?"
The discovery of his gift goes way back.
I started singing, I would say about 5 years old, just with my family, with my father, through church. Through the years, I practiced, and it became a love of mine.
Nichols has been singing at Olive Garden for a year.
People have been coming in for their birthdays and requesting for me to sing to them, which has been nice and fun.
Others get the unexpected surprise.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aaliyah.
Happy birthday.
For Nichols, it's about the smiles.
Just by me singing and doing something that I love to do and sharing that, if it's going to make their day just a little bit brighter, it's something I really like to do. Just any way I can share my gift, I love to do that.
In Kennewick, Caitlin Knapp, Cap KVU, Local News.
It is now time for another break. Coming up later in the show, we will take a look at your high school happenings.
Tom Drewer Schools Today. We'll be right back.
Oh, so you are a fussy. Oh, so you are a fussy. Oh, don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world?
Starting off our high school happenings, attention students and staff. The school store is now open to serve you. We are stocked with all your Raider apparel needs, including Champion and Under Armour brands. The school store is open every day after school from 1:40 to 2 p.m. We also have Yoo-Hoo, Snapple, and water for $1, as well as many delicious snacks to get you energized for your after-school practices. Stop in soon. It's time to get Raiderized.
Let's now take a look at what grinds your gears.
Hi, I'm Taylor Pistone, and it grinds my gears when I wake up 5 minutes before my alarm clock goes off.
Holiday decorations can be dangerous, even those outdoors. Last week, a deer got its antlers tangled in some Christmas lights in California. As Wayne Freeman found out, incidents like this happen more than you think.
Is there anything left that isn't potentially dangerous anymore? How about exterior holiday lights? So bright, so cheerful, so celebratory.
It's awful.
She's speaking not of the cause, but in this case, the most unusual effect. A male deer seen roaming Marin County with his antlers enmeshed in Christmas lights. His name is not Rudolph, and Marin Humane is not surprised.
We find wildlife often get tangled up in a variety of objects, but deer with antlers, it seems to be a thing we can depend on happening each year.
The deer in Marin County are everywhere, a common sight in neighborhoods where they take shelter and often feed in people's yards. Lights are part of the territory. This buck had been roaming near Camino de Herrera on the San Anselmo-Fairfax border, where residents have gotten to know him and others.
We have the same four for the last 3 years, because they stick together.
When those residents saw these photos, they found them to be disturbing.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. I think they didn't secure their lights well. It's dangerous. We're in their land.
Marin Humane says they first learned about this entangled buck last week. They haven't seen him since. They say he's more likely annoyed by the lights than in pain. As entanglements go, they say they have seen much worse.
It was a deer with a plastic lawn chair wrapped around with a hammock net and other pieces of garbage.
For this buck, the problem is likely to disappear when he sheds his antlers. It's another close call from the intersection of man and nature. In Marin County, Wayne Friedman, ABC 7 News.
It is now time for us to take a short break. After the break, we'll take a look at your 30-day forecast.
Tom Observer Schools Today will be right back.
Broken bottles in the hotel lobby. Seems to me like I'm just scared of never feeling it again. But I know it's crazy to believe in silly things, but it's not that easy. I remember it now, it takes me back to when it all first started. But I've only got myself to blame for it, and I accept it now. It's time to let it go out and start again. But it's not that easy. but I've got high hopes. It takes me back to when we started. High hopes when you let it go. Crowded hallways are the loneliest places for outcasts and rebels, or anyone who just dares to be different. And you've been trying for so long to find out where your place is, but in their narrow minds there's no room for anyone who dares to do something different. Oh, but listen for a minute. Trust the one who's been where you are, wishing all it was sticks and stones. Those words cut deep, but they don't mean you're all alone, and you're not invisible.
Let's now take a look at our 30-day forecast. Coming tomorrow, it will be cloudy with a high of 51 and a low of 28. For Saturday, it will be sunny with a high of 40 and a low of 25. And finally, for Sunday, it will be sunny with a high of 47 and a low of 40.
Wrapping up tonight's show, one New Mexico woman won't be mistaken for a Grinch this Christmas after she found a chest full of sentimental treasures. She embarked on a mission to get it back to its rightful owner. Justin Matthews reports.
Her daughter Zenobia found this chest yesterday morning.
Maybe the neighbor, somebody left us something.
You can see just by looking at the outside of the chest, it's obviously for Christmas, but when Craw and her daughter looked inside, they realized it was not a gift from a neighbor.
Looking at it closely, a lot of really special keepsake items that belong to somebody. These are, the Hallmark ornaments from the early 90s. Things from school, handwritten notes from family members, and then there's a journal inside that when you open it, it's actually written out, itemizes in chronological by year every ornament and how special it means to, how special that ornament was.
Craw says this is stuff that's irreplaceable, and now she's determined to get it back to its rightful owners.
Looking at it, there's no way I can just get rid of it. I really want to kind of make it a mission to get it where it belongs because it's special. I'm sentimental.
She says the journal inside the chest has personal notes from a mother to a daughter, and there are specific names listed. Craw says she called 242 cops, so if this chest is yours, it can be verified.
Remember, if you have a story you would like us to cover,
or if you have an announcement about an upcoming event, please send it to Interschool Mail or to the TV studio at High School East. Or you can also email it at tv21@trschools.com.
Also, be sure to tune in to TV21 throughout the day to catch this show as we bring you stories from around the district. Also, please take a look at our website, www.trschools.com/TV21.
Well, that's a wrap for tonight's show. For Tom's River Schools Today, I'm Vincent Furlow.
And I'm Luke Bedford. Have a great night.